So I was getting ready to record a little while ago.
Peace, mommy. Peace, mommy.
So the little one in the background is saying, say it again, my love.
Peace, mommy.
Peace, peace, family. So you know I listen to a lot of Young Pharaoh. Anywho, love that little one. Love that little one. Love Young Pharaoh. Oh my goodness, he's such a warrior. I just love his energy. I love his information. He is just filled with so much truth. I feel that he's a truth seeker, therefore a truth speaker. Anywho, just wanted to say a little bit of my thoughts lately. There's something that Young Pharaoh did recently, and I'm trying to find that video where he talks about how the Republican Party was started. There's actually a documentary on it. And when I typed it into YouTube, they're giving me all of this information that really is, it's not about the truth, y'all. They was not trying to give me the truth. But I know he has the movie that is that documentary that is actually showing the 150 well-established, very very intellectual and educated black men that stuck, because it only takes 150 of us, but it was 150 blacks and 20 whites, and it only takes 150 to start a government or establish a form of government, I guess, in the U.S. Anywho, I am coming in here today to speak about that because I feel that that information is very important, especially to the original African diaspora that's here in the States, Babylon, whatever you choose to call where we are at. Anywho, because what do you call it? Indigenous. Oh yeah, that's another thing I came to do because so I did my DNA ancestry. I'm going to say it's going back about 5 years now. I did it on Ancestry.com. And I went to one of Young Pharaoh's lectures when I believe he was in Connecticut this particular time. And it was New Haven, Connecticut. And he did a lecture. And at that lecture, there were people from African ancestries there. And they were going to give you a $50 discount. And in my head, I'm saying, if it's a $50 discount, well, how much does it really cost? Because I know that I got it on sale. Ancestry.com was originally $99. I believe I got it for $69. Sometimes it goes down to $59. But the point that they were saying at African Ancestry, whoever the representative or whatever was saying that Ancestry is not very accurate because they're not using some particular formula for finding your original DNA strands, whatever. Right. Anywho, but I'm saying all of that to say that when I got it done, I was 97% African. And I believe the largest percentage of my ancestry was in Ghana. So because of the fact that I am one of those that from the diaspora that's really looking forward to, going to Africa, getting some land and, getting my farm and growing some food, some avocados and some mangoes and some coconut and some bananas and some beans. I just want to have a self-sustaining farm where, it's like I don't have to go to the market unless I really want to. I just think that that's a great idea for us. Even if there's somebody else that has a farm there, I just think that that's a wonderful idea. Anywho, so I reprinted, which said it was updated April of 2019. I reprinted my ancestry chart. Completely different. It's completely different. Now it's saying, let me see if I can turn it to this side because I want to show you that later. Now it's saying that I can't even see this, so I don't know if you can. Now it's saying I'm like 31% Nigerian and 28% Cameroon, Congo, Southern Bantu people, which was that seemed like that's pretty much the same. But it I went from 31% or 28%, whatever it was, Ghana, to now 3%. How is that possible? Did you find a new formula? Did I miss something? I wish I would have made a copy of the old one that I had, but I was speaking to my mother, and she too was saying, "Yeah, I remember most of what you was from Ghana." And I said, "Yeah, but ma, now it's not that. Now I'm only 92%. I doubt that. I'm just saying. Yeah. Anyway, but it did have additional information about most of my family. You know, I should be able to find some of my family in South Carolina, in Georgia, and I think one area they said was Alabama, which is a fact because my mother's side of the family is from Alabama, and my father's side of the family is from South Carolina. So it did show that as a fact. But what I wanted to really show was this. I was looking at this originally thinking that was Africa because I know Africa is so much bigger than America. Look how tiny they got them. That's the European, German, and what other one it is? German and something else. German and England, Wales, Northwest. That's what that is right here. Anyway, that's what this is right here. But right here is supposed to be the size of Africa. The lies you tell. The lies you tell. And like Jane Elliott said, there was a purpose for that. Psychologically, that does something to your mind when you think the place that you came from was underdeveloped and small. You get what I'm saying? And the place that you are now residing is huge and it's civilized. The lies they tell to keep us from going back. And even though I do want to keep property here, and that's not because of the fact that I'm afraid I'm not going to like it there. I like options. That's the best way for me to put it. I like options. I like options. I don't think all of us need to go back to Africa. I really don't. I feel that when they because they oh yeah, and I was 0% Native Indian. But in this one, they said I was indigenous Americans in the North, which really technically is the Native Indians, which, like young Pharaoh said, is really Africans. And now they're saying I'm 1% that. So I do question the accuracy of Ancestry.com. I do. I mean, I'm not disappointed. I'm glad that I got it done, because especially when I was 97%, you couldn't tell me nothing. I knew, I knew that in my DNA, my brothers and my sisters was calling me in Africa. I'm trying to tell you. So, a piece of paper just opened the door to my confidence, and I was unsure about how Native Africans were going to feel about us in the diaspora going back over there. There's so many channels on YouTube where you can see the authenticity of how they feel like we are coming home when we go to Africa. And I just felt something. My heart and soul wants to let them know that I've returned not to get something from you. I've returned to share, to build and to grow in love, all in love. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give it to young Pharaoh because I think he's getting to the rooter to the tutor of some truth. And I'm 100%, 110, 100,000% behind. I am 1,000% sure. No, I am really, really behind young Pharaoh. Behind, on the side, in front. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a warrior than I am, so he's probably gonna be in the front. But I got you, young Pharaoh. I feel you. I love you. I thank you. And he's such a genuine person. Like when you meet him, you don't feel as if his knowledge and his information is to make you feel any less than who you are. I'm telling you, he's such a realist. He's such a loving of those that are on like minds. He really is. So, anyway, that's what I wanted to say. And peace. I love you all. I thank you. I love you. I send you joy. I send you peace. I send you love. All right. Deuces. I'm out.